moon dancing through the sky. Holding you, starshine in your eye.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Marvelous Monday to you guys. Episode number 49 coming at you. And I'm your host, of course, Brett Higgins. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in this morning, yet again, to Marvelous Monday. And what we do on Marvelous Monday is we share a Bible verse, we share a quote, and a little message to get us started for the week. Now, we are blessed with this day. It was not promised, so we're going to make the best of this day. Now, man, this past weekend was awesome. It was so good, you know, especially for my band Prototype. You know, we played Friday. Of course, at Red Mile, we play there every other Friday. Saturday, we were in Winchester, Kentucky at a beautiful veterans banquet, you know, honoring our veterans, you know, from, African-American veterans. And it was a beautiful thing to see not just African-Americans, but all walks and all different cultures there at that event in Winchester. Shout out to that committee for putting that together. It was awesome. Let's see. Yesterday, went to go check out Duly Noted for a little bit. I haven't gotten to check them out live. It was awesome to see them. And then we finished the day Prototype opening for a whole bunch of other bands at Brother Smith's benefit at Austin City Saloon, which was wonderful, man. Austin City is doing some great things for musicians, and it's they're giving back, which they don't have to, but they do that. It's awesome. But we're going to go ahead and get started today. We're going to go ahead and get into the verse of the day for this Marvelous Monday episode, which is from Psalms 90:12. And it simply reads, so teach us to number our days that we may get a heart of wisdom. So, you know, this past week was really busy, not trying, but it was really busy. And, I got to spend a lot of time with, a lot of great people, a lot of people that I love dearly. And, it was, the management of my time wasn't as good as it could have been this past weekend. My wife was sick, and I was at home, but not as much as I guess I should. Well, not I know I should have been home, a little bit longer than what I was. And it's not like I had obligations, but at the same time, there's a balance that we have to find. And I know I'm not the only one that may have, from time to time, struggle with learning how to manage our time better. But if we just sit back and breathe, we can find what works best and how to make it work the best for each and every individual around us. Because our time management doesn't only affect us, it affects our people around us, our loved ones. It affects the people that we come in contact with on the daily. It affects those that we don't know. If we're in a rush somewhere, in traffic or something like that, you may get road rage because you're angry because you're rushing somewhere, and then the impression that you left on that person, it may be the first and the last time they see you, but you're not a great person. So, we've got to, that's one thing that we got to make sure we are doing better, is managing our time and figuring out exactly how to do that the right way, to where everything works as good as it can be. Not everything's going to be perfect. We're not going to be perfect, but we can be mindful of what we're doing and how we're doing it. And the quote for today, I just came across this, was pretty cool, from Michael Alslusher, and it simply reads, the bad news is that time flies, but the great news is that you are the pilot. Let me read that again. The bad news is that time flies, but the good news, the great news, is that you are the pilot. So a simple challenge for today for you guys on this Marvelous Monday is, what kind of pilot are you going to be with your time? How will you choose to fly? Will you spend it wisely? Will you spend it unwise. Are you for you, or are you for everyone? I don't know about you, but I want to be as much for everyone as I can for myself. And we put others first. That's what we've got to do. And in order to do that, we've got to learn how to manage our time. I needed this lesson. I don't know if you need this lesson, but I needed this lesson this morning. So I vowed to do a lot better managing my time than I have in the last week or so. So it's a simple challenge to those of you out there that are watching right now, because I feel like someone else needs this message this morning. So how are you managing your time? How are you going to fly? What kind of pilot do you want to be this morning? You can be whatever pilot you want to be. That's the beauty of it. So guys, that's all I've got for you. I'll give you guys a little bit more prototype on the way out the door. But I thank you again so much for tuning in to us each and every week, each and every marvelous Monday. It's another day not promised. So share this message with somebody. Please be blessed, share, and show love always. And thank you so much. Love you guys. See you guys soon. Happy Marvelous Monday.